I've been a lover of jazz since I was 14 years old. And I really got into listening to jazz because I wanted to hear something different and the creativity that went along with it. Because at the time, I was going through a creative process, and jazz was that thing. I never thought I'd be a photographer. It's just, I just kind of like what they say, you fall into it. I didn't think on it. I just basically, when I did, I just reacted to it and just start taking it to a level that I didn't think that I'd be able to take it to.
Yeah, I like that.
And here I am today shooting professional work that everybody's watching. Jazz music to me is a lifestyle, and it's also an art form. It's everything. It makes the world go round. It makes you feel good. Even when you're standing there as a photographer shooting it, it makes you feel good. I believe that jazz birthed every genre of music, from the gospel to the hip hop, from the blues to the rock. Jazz has a universal outreach to all that music. And I think jazz is universal, period. What drew me to tell the story of jazz through photography was the excitement that the jazz artists was giving on the stage and how passionate that they were. It just drew me to them because if I see them like that, I would love to see what it would come out through my lens. After I shot my first jazz festival, I found my niche. The more I watched that, the more intrigued I got with jazz. And I was like, wow, hopefully one day I'll be able to stand in front of the stage and shoot this type of stuff. But when I realized I had really made a name for myself through my jazz photography is when I was getting noticed through my work by my work being published in magazines and published in different newspapers, and hearing my name a lot from other people saying that I heard that you was at this show and I heard you was at that show. And when I be at a show, I see people that come up to me and say, you're that guy that's the jazz photographer. And I'm like, yeah, I'm him. The height of my photography career is I have won 2 awards. One is called the Forsyth County Impact Award, and one is called the Photographer of the Year Award. Some of the people I worked with George Duke, I worked with Selena Albright, I worked with Jeff Kashiwa, I worked with John Dillard, I worked with Althea Renee, and just to name a few. I can go on and on and on.
My name is Maria Howell. I'm a singer and actor and voiceover artist, and I have hired Bobby Roebuck on several occasions, several of the concerts that we do, and even filming when we're doing videos. He's such a nice person, and I really enjoy working with him, and very professional, and is always willing to go that extra step to make sure you're happy with his work.
Bobby has got the eye.
He forced himself on me. He showed up,
camera, sending pictures, sending everything, and I was like, yo, this guy, he just has to be my photographer. He just does. I'm kidding though. Bobby's a real good friend of ours. We've developed a relationship over the years.
Yeah.
So hey, he's always the go-to now. Any chance he's around.
It's a great experience working with Bobby. He's very friendly. Whenever we're taking pictures together, he's putting me in the right pose and things I need to be in like that. Very great guy.
The reason I selected Bobby Roebuck to be a photographer for me is because he gets action shots. And that's very different for live concerts to be able to capture an emotion of a performer.
Bobby's got a way of arriving early, getting the setup, and even afterwards, like there's an art to, if you look at his collection of photos, there's an art to the evening, which I think is cool in capturing a story. So I appreciate that.
When people who have never seen you before look at a Bobby Roebuck photo, they can kind of understand what that performer is all about.
My lowest point as a photographer, back in 2016, my house got broken into and my camera equipment all got stolen, and both of my camera bodies and my lenses and my camera bag with everything in it got stolen. And my computer, I walked in my house and went to my workspace area, and I stood there and looked in disbelief. Everything is gone. If it wasn't for people like my grandmother that raised me, I wouldn't have no faith. And I thank her for, raising me the way she did. I believe God placed Andrew Robertson in my life at that time when my camera equipment got stolen. Because this brother came out of nowhere online when I mentioned it, that my equipment got stolen on Facebook. And he was the first one that came to me and said, brother, I really hate what you've gone through. He said, without no doubt, he said, I have a camera that you can borrow and a couple of lenses until you get yourself back on your feet with your equipment. And I kept it for a good while. And I did some shoots with it that needed to be done and returned it back to him and gave him a small gesture for allowing me to have his equipment for the time that I had it. It was unreal because not many people would trust you with expensive camera equipment. So I knew it was God. Since I overcame those things, I have really accomplished a whole lot in meeting more great people through jazz and meeting more fellow photographers that shoot jazz. And it's really been wonderful. I even learned a lot. Even still learning a lot as a jazz photographer. What's next for Bobby Roebuck? Shooting more jazz. This is one of my pieces that I've done for the Downtown Winston-Salem Partnership. They commissioned me to shoot this portrait here of Mr. Melvin Miller, which is a renowned international jazz artist. So this has been one of my pieces that I'm very proud of. This that's being displayed as street art, as we call it.